This video is made possible by the following sponsors. Make sure to check out their products as well as the rest of my gear in the description below. Hey guys, Jimmy here and welcome back to Dirt Rally for another video. Today's video takes us back to the Group B class of rally that was oh so popular in the mid-80s, specifically to the Peugeot 205 T16 Evo 2. The 205 T16 won both the 1985 and 1986 World Rally Championships, and there is a reason for that. This thing is absolutely rapid. Now, if the stats screen in Dirt Rally is to be believed, this car put out nearly 500 brake horsepower. However, in real life, on 3 bar of turbo pressure, this car put out 550 brake horsepower. That's 550 horsepower in a car that weighs just over 900 kilograms. It was an absolute weapon. Now, I have driven this car before in Dirt Rally and I'd say it's probably the most difficult car in the game. The thing just pulls in every gear and before you know it, you're doing 100 miles an hour into a 2 left and that's the end of your rally. I'm hoping that VR will help me out a little bit today. It usually does, but we'll have to wait and see. But guys, strap yourselves in because we're going for a ride in the fastest Group B car ever made. On board then in a Group B icon, the Peugeot 205 T16. One very nervous looking navigator next to us on the right. Bless him, he has every right to be, because we're about to go very fast, very quickly. 3, 2, 1, go. Unleash insanity! It's so fast! Already up into 4th gear, back down to 3rd though before we end up go barreling off into the trees. Don't want to be doing that. Trying to use the brake just to turn the car a bit through here. 2nd gear right on the boost, so the car just pulls as soon as I touch the throttle. Up into 3rd momentarily before going back down to 2nd. Just handbrake round there, clutch kicking to try and keep the revs up. That's where the turbo likes to be, high in revs. 1st gear again, handbrake round there. Trying to not to get too tight on that that bank there, and we're good. Have to look so far ahead in this car because you're pretty much there as soon as you spot it. I have no idea how this car was legal at any point. Driving it in VR already, I'm feeling myself having to, well, the commentary is suffering. You are hearing it right now. Oh, so fast. Again, I'm looking as far ahead as possible just to try and sight all these corners. Of course, I'm just about hearing the commentator in my right ear as well. Softly through here, gets very narrow up at this point. What we don't want to do is carry too much speed because, well, say that, you're on the throttle for a couple of seconds in this car, you are carrying too much speed. Get on 3 bar of boost, this thing ran 550 brake horsepower and weighed a lot less than a ton. Makes things very interesting from a driving perspective. Of course, driving in VR as well makes things a bit easier because I can sort of have an idea of just how narrow things are. About to get a bit of a straight up here so you can unleash all those horses at once. There we go. That right foot buried, 5th gear. I have no idea how fast we're going, but it's very fast. Down to 3rd gear just to try and avoid any sort of big accident. There's a reason why I don't usually take this car, because it's just too fast. Oh wow, bump. Sorry, don't worry about that. That'll be a broken suspension in real life, but we aren't in real life, so that's good for us. Balancing the throttle through there, just don't mash it. Be nice to it. You want to get that turbo working, but also you don't want to go spearing off the circuit. 4-wheel drive means you go, when you hit the throttle outside of the corner, you understeer. All 4 wheels, even on gravel. You've got to be so careful. That gets very, very tight up here, so I'm going to be a little bit more careful. A couple of bumps coming up, I think. Yep, softly. Don't go too far to the left there. Oh, okay, nearly off into the bank, and there are the bumps. I do sort of know this stage, not extremely well. I'm not very good at the Greek stages usually, especially in a car like this. It gets to the point where it's so narrow you can only just get your car through. That's when you've got to slow down. You hit the throttle and the trees in the peripheral vision just turn into a blur instantly. Watch out for that bank, Jimmy. Banks are bad. Very calm sounding navigator. We've dosed him up. Got a lot of painkillers just to make sure he can get through this lesson. So I'm going to slow down a bit up here because it gets very tight. So easy just to put it off. 2 right round here. You have to know when to sort of stop her out on this stage. If you take too much speed, especially through this section here, it's so easy just to clip the bank or clip the wall on the left or on the right, sorry, like that, and end up, oh, almost going off the circuit. That was lucky. The thing is though, this car doesn't do slow. You put your foot down, as soon as that boost builds... Oh, hello again, bank. You are away! The acceleration is absolutely unreal. I have no idea how this remained legal for a couple of years. Oh, shh! The thing is, modern WRC cars are faster than this, but they do not produce power in the same way. No, no, no. This all comes in one big terrifying lump right at the top. Modern cars are all about the torque. This is all about the boost. And you can tell that in just the way it accelerates. It bogs at the start, and as soon as you get up into that boost, as soon as you get up into the operating window, it just takes off. Hopefully you can see some of the footwork going into this. That wasn't very good footwork into there. Heel and toe, of course. I can't imagine the driver's ankles after this. Must be a lot of work for them.
And left 4 long, 80 through dip.
Handbrake round there. Oh! Don't worry about that. Just a little break. Just a little cool down. And away we go again. It's so easy to go off the edge here at Greece. Especially in a car like this where you put your foot down and you're doing about 400 miles an hour. So it's so bumpy through here. Now I actually ended up, I messed with the rear diff a little bit just to make it a little bit, it's sort of pretty locked by standard. I made it a little bit less locked so I have some sort of rear grip as opposed to just pure slide, but it's still by far the most difficult car in the game to drive. I like driving the Metro because it's a bit of a slower version of this. I say a bit of a slower version, a lot slower version than this. But you just cannot compare to the speed. Don't get too close to the rocks. Concentrate, 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 concentrate. Third gear, flick it in. Rock there, miss it, nice. It's a bit tight up here if memory serves. Getting it sideways nice and early. And use the throttle there just to start the slide and use the handbrake to finish it. That rock on the left is playing many a person coming the other way. Soft over there. Getting near the end of the stage now, I know where we are, so I'm just hoping I can get there in one piece. Oh, that's fifth gear. It's so scary, I feel like I'm afraid to get on that throttle. Oh. There it is, finish! The sad finish, but who cares? And then the big jump at the end, just to go into the timing line and scare the hell out of the Marshall. 606 on the master difficulty. Where did we end up? And we smashed the AI, but my God, that thing is an absolute savage. So after the madness that was Greece, I figured let's try and take this to a stage that I'm more familiar with. Cool story about this stage that I've told many times because I'm very proud of it. I used to own the world record for this stage in the Peugeot 306 Maxi, the grandson, I guess, of this T16 beast. So what a better place to test out just how fast this thing can be. So unlike the stage we were just running, this German stage is 100% a sprint. So I hope you're ready, Mr. Navigator. If I go off, you're coming with me. Handbrake on. Let's see what this car can do at a stage I know like the back of my hand. Got the revs. Okay, get away there. Bring it in first, get as close to the rock as possible. And on the outside, big drift for good measure. Don't want to do that too much. Treat this as a road course. Sliding is slow, miss a gear on the downshift there, don't worry too much. Just try and get the wheel spinning there, and away we go. Big kick of oversteer on the exit. Just a reminder, we've got a lot of boost on the far right foot. Slow over the crest, missed the gear. Actually went to fifth there for a second, but we managed to recover down to first gear. Now get ready to stretch the legs on this T16. Oh my! The sense of speed! Easy, easy. Bit soft through there. Third gear through this long right-hander. And down to first. Missed it, but went back into it very quickly. Oh man, the car bumping through there. Again, using all the road and a little bit of the grass there. Before going right back up to fifth gear. And trying to slow the car down for this right. I have no idea how we did that, but we did it. Abusing first gear through here. See how much the clutch kick assists us through there. Can we just get boost and the car just hunches on its rear tyres and just goes. There we go. Back up through the gears again. 100% concentration for this. Oh, over the bump, the car tried to kill me. A bit slow through there because the bump had to slow it down. Get close to the sign if you can. Oh, I messed that up. Don't worry about it. Just trying to get through in one piece, to be honest.
80.
And try not to hit the handbrake too much, just to sort of suggest a direction change to the car. Sliding on tarmac isn't that fast. You want to try and keep the grip as much as you can.
Hair jump, baby.
Sliding is pretty much reserved for emergencies again.
Right 5 through
Very
dead.
fast bit coming up. I'm going to get off the throttle because we're just going so fast, even only in 4th gear. Car trying to get away from me at every opportunity. And the 3rd gear, I used to try and really throw the car through here, but I just don't have the confidence. It's such an animal. Don't hit the crowd, good. Again, no idea how we got through that. I'm really struggling to keep it staying in a straight line. Accelerations, want to pull any direction. Missing 4th gear, doesn't matter too much, like we're about to slow down. And there we go, up the hill. And that is the end of the stage. A high 240 will be a decent time. What do we get? 235. Holy hell. That is a lot faster than my old world record in the Peugeot 306, and I really shouldn't be surprised. But guys, if you enjoyed that insight into the monster that is the Peugeot 205 T16, please hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed it, hit subscribe to be notified of future videos. Take care guys, have an awesome day. See you all next time. Actually, before I go, looks like old Jim has still got it. 37th in the world and top of the friends list. Get wrecked, lads, get wrecked.